Back when I was a kid, I really used to get fascinated that how computers are able to predict that the text message I have just received is an authentic one or a spam one, even without reading it. But as I grew older, not only these AI systems have got better at what they were already doing, they have even expanded their capabilities now. Now, just being good at creating things, such as, writing stories, emails, generating images, videos. Now the AI systems are moving towards doing and performing things just as a human would do.
The danger of AI is much greater than the danger of nuclear warheads, by a lot.
The machines taking over is a threat for everybody.
Hi, this is Jayan, and in this video we will be exploring these AI agent-based tools created by Anthropic, OpenAI, and Google. Now, before I start this video, let's just get into the fact that what basically is an agent. Now see, the old AI that we basically used was working on the fact that we used to give it a query, it used to perform something out of it and give us an answer, meaning that it was reactive in nature. The example being like the chatbots that we have used for ChatGPTs, Geminis, etc. etc. On the other hand, agentic AI is basically goal-oriented, or you can say proactive in nature, meaning we set a goal for these kind of AI systems and it automatically sets its task that it needs to do, plan things out even before performing it, and even interact with our native computer systems to achieve things without even us interfering with them. So today, I will be breaking down every feature, every drawback of these AI tools that have recently emerged in the market by 2026. The first one is Claude Co-work. Claude Co-work is designed by the company Anthropic in the early January 2026. And its interesting story is that it was developed due to the fact that Anthropic saw that the tools that they were making were being used by non-tech people to create vacation plans, creating slides, and even planning out stuff. So therefore, they just decided that why not build an AI tool that can plan things out for itself. Here's how it basically works. You give it a task, it creates a step-by-step planning of what it needs to do. If you approve it, then it just goes and executes it. No need to download and upload files. What I personally like about Claude Co-work is that it can handle multiple type of files, such as Word files, PDF files, doc files, Markdown files, and even code files, such as .py files, .jsx file, etc. etc. Another very interesting feature which I like about Claude Co-work is that you can ask it to schedule tasks for you. For example, you ask it to clean your downloads folder on Thursdays at, let's just say, 9 p.m. Therefore, it's going to clean your downloads folder for you automatically on a Thursday at 9 p.m. It can even connect to a variety of tools such as GitHub, Slack, Google Drive, Microsoft 365, and 50 plus more tools like this. And the best part, which I love it, that it is very privacy oriented. Since it is running on a local machine, it is not going to send files or even upload and download things from the web itself, making your data private and not easily accessible to the web. Now let's just talk about what are the drawbacks of this particular tool. Now see, the thing is that it is still in a development phase, so it can be a little bit rough around the edges, meaning that it can perform things not so in a very beautiful and systematic order. Also, for it to perform tasks on your computers, it really needs to be open on your computer the whole time, meaning you cannot disconnect it and ask it to perform tasks for you. That kind of makes sense also. It can even delete files if you ask it so, or if you were just asking to do some other task which required deleting files, if it thinks that it needs to delete those files, it will delete it. Therefore, it needs to be used under the supervision of a human also. It cannot run on a mobile or a web app. It really needs to work on a desktop only. Talking about pricing, it starts at $20 a month, and for the max users, it can go up to $100 a month. The second tool which I'm going to be talking about is the Google's Gemini Workspace. Now see, Google Gemini Workspace is kind of on a different level. We do not necessarily need to download it or something like that. You can access it via the side panel of any Google tool that we basically use, such as Gmail, Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Drive, whatever it is. All you need to do is just click on it and you can just ask it to do a variety of tasks, such as summarize this sheet for me, create a draft reply for this particular email, or pull data from this sheet into this particular email. Therefore, you do not need to switch apps or even Windows, and you can just perform tasks altogether with the support of Google ecosystem. As you may have guessed, since it's a tool made by Google, it supports variety of Google tools that we already use. Meaning, if you are on a Google Meet, you can just ask it to summarize this particular meet and it will save the transcript of that whole meeting inside Google Drive, creating a Google Docs. What I really like about this particular workspace is that we can do a lot of things in just one particular space. Meaning we can create Google Slides on full-fledged presentations from a given document or a PDF file. Also, since we have Gemini included in it, we can create videos and even images using a particular document or even just Google Slides. And since it does not require any other tool, so we do not need to exit this workspace to perform any of its tasks. And since by the support of Google, we have everything saved on our Google Drives on the server itself. Talking about its drawbacks, it's just like kryptonite for Superman. Meaning that if you wanted to do something out of this Google ecosystem or workspace, you won't be able to do it, such as it cannot natively do things like Claude was able to do on a particular local system, and all of your data is going to reside on the server of Google. Lastly, we can talk about OpenAI's tool called ChatGPT Teams or ChatGPT Business. Now see, ChatGPT is something I guess everyone knows, but it has now evolved into something that has completely different use case. The agent mode in ChatGPT is what we can call a very useful feature. Now what it really does is that you just type in a given goal that you want to achieve. For example, book me a flight. And ChatGPT is now going to go through the web, surf around, find you the best possible flight, click on it, and even interact with the things as just a normal human would do. One feature about this tool that I really like is that you can go and ask it to do deep research on some topics, meaning that it is going to surf the web, pull in data from various sources like various articles and newsletters and even files that it can surf through the internet and give you a detailed report of what it has found from its research. For our organization, ChatGPT Business allows that we have a shared workspace, meaning that this same particular tool can be used by different teams across the organizations, have admin control, and even guarantee that your data of your organization is not going to be used for training their model. Talking about skill system, we can even create a full-fledged chat to a prompt that the whole team can use for increasing their productivity also. Therefore, you just train or you can just create a chat for yourself, ask it to do, and if it's doing everything correctly as you asked it to do that, it can now be used as a prompt for every other team that you want to send it to. Also, it can be connected to various tools such as Gmail, GitHub, etc. Its only drawback that I can say is that we have a big privacy issue with it. See, the free tier models and even the plus models that we basically have do not guarantee that the data that you are feeding into this particular platform won't be used in training the models for its betterment. So therefore, any sensitive information that you put into these chats can and will be used by the OpenAI to train their models for better performances. Also, the agent mode of ChatGPT Business won't work on every website, since some websites have a blocker for it or do not just really allow an AI agent to serve through their particular website. Talking about pricing, ChatGPT offers a pricing of $25 per seat per month, and in my eyes, it's kinda expensive to be honest. Now see, all of these tools that I just talked about are really great, but it can be intriguing to choose like what tool should I use to increase my productivity. Now see, here's where I can break it down for you. If you really like that your files need to be managed inside your local system and you need some AI assistant doing that, you can go for Claude Co-work. If you just already reside inside the Google ecosystem, such as all your work just depends upon managing Google files like Google Docs, Google Sheets, Gmails, etc., the Google Workspace is going to be a better choice for you. And if you are in an organization where every different team that you work with needs some AI tools that they can use, I would say that ChatGPT Business is the way to go. So that's it. Like, we have explained everything that you need to know about all of these tools that are really popular nowadays, and you have a complete go-through plan like which one that you should choose depending upon your workspace. So here you go. I broke down all the features and drawbacks of all the major AI tools that are really popular in the market right now. Let me know in the comment section if you want to see a detailed video of how do you basically use these tools in practical lives, and also like which AI tool do you think is best for your use case. And I'll see you guys in the next video.